Okay, Brandon Smith coming to you with a quick video on Carita number 10 from Gene Watson's Power and Philosophy of Healing. Um, Finally figured out how to make this work, I believe, on Skype. It's a bonus for me, maybe a downside for you, but you have to see my wife's beautiful face also because she's the other member on this call that I'm recording. So it's the only way I could figure out how to make this happen. But it's happening nonetheless. For us as Western medicine practitioners, sometimes I think this is the hardest Carita for us to accept and to understand. That's what Jean Watson says in her text, and I find it the most intriguing, I think, of all of the Caritas that we are putting an element of faith, an element of miracles, an element of the unknown into our practice. It's a very Eastern medicine kind of perspective. In her theory, she points out that the caring process involves honoring metaphysical phenomena. What are these metaphysical phenomena? They are listed as the spirit, sacred, love, consciousness, and caring. This is what it lists on her website as the metaphysical phenomena. So in order for us to be vessels for the metaphysical phenomena, we have to follow the outlines of her Carita, number 10. Originally in 1979, when Gene Watson copyrighted her Caritas, her Carita said that we needed to be open to spiritual mystery, unknowns, allowing for miracles. Since 1979, her philosophy, her theory has changed several times. Currently, in her most recent edition of her book, she says that Carita number 10 is opening and attending to spiritual mystery and essential unknowns of life and death. So, what does that mean? Jean Watson, gives credit to Resurrection Health for the coined phrase, allowing for a miracle, is what we are trying to accomplish here. And that means that we need to allow ourselves to be a conduit or a pathway for these miracles to happen. We don't even have to believe in the miracles, but we need to be a vessel to allow other people to believe. Skip that one for you, sorry. I have witnessed such miracles in my practice, mostly when I have done hospice care. I have worked with many people through the death and dying process, and that is the place where I see these miracles happen the very most. So you're waiting for a story for me to divulge that I have witnessed somebody make a miraculous recovery and that a miracle has healed them. I don't have one of those stories. The miracles that I have witnessed have been in a change of perspective, especially with the dying and their family members, from a process of change from denial and bargaining to acceptance through whatever avenue of faith or peace that they find. And the miracles that happen in that setting are extremely moving and faith producing, I would say. Like, I have developed some faith in that process myself because of the experiences that I have had with my patients. So, dying, especially with honor, I think is one of the miracles that is outlined in Carita number 10. Even though we're not saving a life, we are creating an experience that is still a miracle. Um, I have seen families that were in complete disarray come together and kneel and pray around their loved ones, not for them to recover, not for them to be healed, but for everybody to have peace and to be able to make it through the process with integrity and honor. So how do we affect that? Well, our job as the caregiver is to remove our own personal bias, our own perception of doubt. And I've seen this happen with nurses. They just come in and they say, you know, I don't believe in what you believe in. And that negates the miracles that these patients or these people are trying to experience. And this isn't just in hospice, this isn't just in the death and dying. The power of positive thinking is huge, and it drastically affects outcomes. So when you enter a situation, your job is to bring a positive energy instead of a negative energy. Your patients can feel that energy, and it does indeed affect their entire experience. Their energy, their perception definitely affects the physiological outcomes of their situations. If a patient believes that they will receive a miracle, they are significantly more likely to perceive that they did the end of an experience. One of the biggest things that we can do as practitioners is smile. Our body language is huge in affecting somebody's perception of an experience. Um, just be aware, eye contact, being engaged, smiling, and being present for people to be able to use your energy to have a life-changing experience is key. So in conclusion, while Gene Watson suggests that we should be open to the possibility of a miracle, I argue that you don't really have to believe in the possibility of a miracle in order for you to allow other people to believe in the possibility of a miracle and to allow that to happen for them in their lives and in their experience. If we express that we are accepting of other people's beliefs and other people's faiths and encourage them to explore those ideas, that will give them hope. We have the power to give hope, and the power of hope is undeniable. It is extremely powerful. Some references. And that is all I have for you. Thank you so much for coming to my presentation. Figure out how to shut it off now.